In a gloomy valley, above which crows and vultures fly. Below a fierce battle was taking place. The battle lasted for 7 days and 7 nights, spanning an area of more than 100 kilometers. This man in the black cloak is our protagonist, Chun Ha-jin, an assassin of the righteous Heavenly Alliance. Behind him were countless masters sent by the righteous Heavenly Alliance to besiege and kill him for betraying the organization. Chun Ha-jin, you've only killed a few of us, and yet you act so arrogant. He turned to face them. You say I've only killed a few, then come on, bring it on, and they charged. Dozens of masters surrounded him, attacking from all sides. The organization's uniforms all bore the image of a tiger's head. In the blink of an eye, he dispatched them swiftly, a single slash ending their lives. You say I've killed only a few, you're mistaken. I don't even know how many I've killed these past 7 days. His slashes were powerful, his opponents were no match. If you want to fight, don't blame me, I'm simply eliminating those who follow me, it's instinct. Brothers, charge, we outnumber him, don't let him gain the upper hand. Today is the death of this assassin king. You want me to die, when the freedom I've sought for 30 years is within my grasp. You are the damned ones who deserve to die. He charged, sword in hand, a desperate fight to the death. I'll kill every single one of you if necessary to achieve my freedom. With one sweep of his sword, he killed over a dozen assassins. As he turned, finishing his sword technique, others seized the opportunity to attack. Brothers, don't let him escape. A dozen swords lunged towards Chun Ha-jin, but something was strange, their attitude felt off. The blows missed completely. He had leaped, landing atop the intersecting blades. He gripped his sword, gathering his strength. Then, with a powerful push, he launched himself high into the air. No way, he's one of the 10 great masters of the world's greatest assassin. Chun Ha-jin soared, unleashing his decisive strike. He poured all his strength into the technique, his eyes blazing with murderous intent. From above, he descended like a rocket, impacting the ground with an earth-shattering crash. All the masters lay scattered around him after that powerful landing. Am I reaching my limit? Are those pursuers all dead? 7 days and nights, and they still haven't given up. One falls, another rises, keep attacking, the assassin king is near his limit, press the attack. Our protagonist was exhausted. Damn it, there are still so many of them. Unbelievable, I've fought to the point where my sword is chipped, and yet they're still so numerous. Do they hate my ideal of freedom so much? As they charged, they suddenly panicked, breaking out in a cold sweat. Our protagonist's eyes glowed crimson, radiating death. I will kill anyone who dares stand in my way. He unleashed a whirlwind slash, a razor-sharp wave of ki that obliterated those caught in its path. Chun Ha-jin, do you know, you may be the world's greatest assassin, the assassin king, but you're still just a hunting dog for the leaders of the righteous Heavenly Alliance. Your killing is merely obedience to orders. What do you know of life? Even in the afterlife, I'll curse you. Those were the dying words of his pursuers. Chun Ha-jin, weary, dragged his sword along the ground as he moved forward. Alone, with his sword, he walked through the night. Behind him lay a pile of assassin corpses. He pulled an arrow from his abdomen. He was wounded. I must survive. I've lived my whole life as a dog for those bastards in the righteous Heavenly Alliance. Damn it, I've finally found freedom, after breaking the chains they bound around my neck for so many years. He gritted his teeth, pushing himself to the limit. Come on, Chun Ha-jin. He planted his blood-soaked sword in the ground to stand. He used his maximum speed, pushing forward into the depths of the forest. I'm almost there, just a little further. There's a secret place here. If I use the elixirs and herbs there to treat my wounds and replenish my chi, then I'll be free. I will be free, just a little more. After a few more steps, he collapsed. I can't run anymore, I'm so tired. Before you get this wound I will die of starvation. I can't believe for the past 7 days I have been fighting with a few pieces of beef jerky in my stomach. I'm really hungry. The moon looks like a bun, how nice it would be to eat it. Suddenly, a ghostly figure appeared, charging with a weapon in hand. With a clang, he thrust his sword down. The man quickly leaped up to avoid it. The area was split in two by that sword strike. His power is terrifying. Chun Ha-jin was surprised. His stealth technique was too skillful. Even a top assassin like me didn't notice him. He wore a wide-brimmed hat. His aura swirled as he turned, his eyes blazing. Chun Ha-jin was suspended in the air. This is a good opportunity for him to strike. In a blink of an eye, he closed the distance, our protagonist recognized the technique. He assumed a stance, preparing to swing his sword. With a whoosh, everything before his sword was sliced in two by his sword ki. Trees collapsed, the cuts were incredibly sharp, the martial arts power needed to split a forest in two with a single strike. His face twitched, as if surprised by something. Yet, Chun Hajin managed to dodge the sword strike while airborne. He recognized the masked man as the strongest assassin in the southern central region, Death Lord. He spoke, "If it were the righteous Heavenly Alliance pursuing me, I wouldn't have any complaints, but I can't believe even elite soldiers like you are involved. I'm exhausted after defeating hundreds of masters. As one of the top 10 masters in the Murim world, you must know this, right? Though taking my life now is easier than ever, you're just the type who feeds on others' hard work." These words only fueled his anger. With incredible speed, both of them launched a decisive blow. They collided directly in mid-air. Their swords clashed, sparks flying. They passed each other. Both landed safely. But Death Lord coughed up blood after that attack. He was struck by Chun Hajin's fatal blow. He won the battle with his remaining strength. Chun Hajin sighed, as if knowing something. "All right, show yourselves, watching from the sidelines is enough." As he finished speaking, a pair of legs emerged from the nearby forest. The plants withered where this person stepped, due to the death chi. "I never expected it was you, Secret Demon Queen." The Secret Demon Queen, a woman, spoke. "What an honor. It's been 6 years, hasn't it? You still remember me." "It's been too long," she said, smiling brightly at the protagonist. Night had fallen. At the site of the previous battle, a white-clothed, silver-haired man led soldiers in a search. "The Grand Elder, all the masters here belong to the martial masters. This is the Grand Elder of the Righteous Heavenly Alliance, Jung Ilriang. He broke through the Righteous Heavenly Alliance's net of heaven and earth and slaughtered all the masters of the martial masters here. Chun Hajin truly lives up to the name of Slaughter King." He waved his hand, and a group of people appeared. They received new orders. Follow the Secret Demon Queen's death chi. She must have intercepted Chun Hajin. Back to Chun Hajin, he stood facing her. Chun Hajin seemed very worried, talking about the Secret Demon Queen. Despite being over 60, she maintains her stunning beauty thanks to her unique rejuvenation techniques. Looking at her face alone, one wouldn't dare kill even an ant, but in reality, she's a cold-blooded murderer who goes insane and can't sleep if she doesn't kill someone each day. Countless people from Iron Blood City, elite death squads, and the strongest assassins have died at the hands of this deranged killer. Could it be that the Secret Demon Queen will stop at nothing to kill me? He thought to himself, this is truly damnable. But I still have a way. He gripped his sword, preparing for a fight to the death. She said, "Oh, so disappointed, our relationship is so good and yet you point your sword at me. Don't drag our relationship into this, stop talking nonsense. Hey, you're being too cold, in your current state. You probably can't withstand a few of my moves. I'll give you an easier choice." Chun Hajin braced himself, assuming a defensive stance. "We have to fight to find out. What's so scary about an old woman of 60 with only a big mouth? Come on. She is angry with you, and if you call me old woman one more time, even if you beg me, I will peel you off and pull out your tendons." "So, you're scared. You've become even more sensitive to the word old woman since we last met, haven't you?" Old woman, I'm calling you that, so what?" She was angry. But then she calmed down. This left Chun Hajin wondering, is that the truth? You're determined to become an assassin for the Righteous Heavenly Alliance, so that's it. I have a reason to accept this commission, and to come after your martial master's chi, and that righteous energy, that nauseatingly heavenly energy. You surely learned it at the Gyupi sect, didn't you? As she spoke, she retracted her nails. "You're truly skilled. My objective was to capture you alive, but how could you alone kill so many masters, and fight continuously for 7 days and nights? You surely relied on the Gyupi sect's martial arts, didn't you?" "I know why I prefer watching blood flow to talking now. Because you're talking nonsense. I don't understand anything. You want to know the secrets of this assassin organization, and the martial arts of the 9 sects, from me, I didn't expect you to be so intelligent. I thought a thick-headed assassin like you only knew how to kill. So you can think, but you think that even knowing about the martial masters. I'll tell you, oh dear, you've discovered me. Actually, things like the Martial Masters Commission and the Righteous Heavenly Alliance's secrets aren't what I need. What I need is the 9 sects martial arts. just tell me, and I'll save your life. How about that, is that alright? Chun Hajin laughed. Anyway, why are there so many people without integrity in world? My body is almost dead, this deal holds no appeal. I see, could it be because of the blood parasite that you can't talk? At the mention of blood parasite, he froze. The blood parasite is the ultimate punishment for those who betray the righteous heavenly alliance. Those with the blood parasite within them, if they disobey the alliance leader's orders, will face judgment by the blood parasite. The alliance leader saved my life. But I don't appreciate that kindness. My friend was killed by the blood parasite. I've witnessed it. Life and death within the righteous heavenly alliance belong to the alliance leader. If it's removed, you won't have to worry about what the righteous heavenly alliance will do, even if you reveal the martial arts or the secrets of the 9 sects, right? Hearing her, Chun Hajin felt a little uneasy. You probably know I've obtained the death god's special martial art, so I have extensive knowledge of poisons. My skill should be able to remove the blood parasite from you. He bowed his head in thought. What now? Chun Hajin, I can grant you freedom, if only you tell me the 9 sects martial arts. Hey, Demon Queen, you don't think I'm only chasing you to escape the righteous heavenly alliance, do you? What, you, could the blood parasite have? That's right, don't forget, I'm one of the 10 great masters. 5 years ago, I found a way to cure the blood parasite's poison. But to escape the righteous heavenly alliance's net of heaven and earth, I need to reach a higher level. It just takes time. I think I'm almost there. If I give you the 9 sects martial arts, you'll save me. Hey, stop talking nonsense, it's ridiculous. Do you think I don't know how cruel you are? My life has been in their hands for 30 years. I absolutely won't let anyone toy with my life anymore. Get out of my sight, he shouted angrily. His aura surged, emanating around his body. If you run now, you might at least save your dirty life. How dare you say that? Where do you get the nerve to say that, you dying man? Don't worry, I'm not a fool like you, she said, lengthening her nails. I've never let anyone insult me while I'm still alive. You definitely won't tell me about the 9 sects martial arts, will you? Your eyes tell me so you choose death. Haha, needless to say, that old woman's eyes show me you absolutely won't let me live after achieving your goal. Then die, you useless thing, she screamed, her face twisting into that of a malevolent crone. Chun Hajin lunged. Die, old hag. They clashed, a fiery collision of power creating 2 opposing streams of energy. Boom, 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 an explosion like a nuclear bomb went off, sending rocks and debris flying. A column of smoke rose several hundred meters high, accompanied by dust and rocks. The surrounding trees were blown away violently, the air shook. The smoke cleared. Who would be the victor? Chun Hajin's arm was pierced by her fingers. Chun Hajin was in excruciating pain. At that moment, the great elder of the righteous heavenly alliance arrived. Chun Hajin looked at him in horror. The great elder, when did he arrive? His sharp eyes fixed on him as he lunged forward. Swish swish swish, asterisk, he directly severed our protagonist's legs. Then, the female demon also severed his arms, a truly cruel act. She then used a palm strike, piercing our protagonist from chest to back. Chun Hajin could definitely not survive this fatal attack. He collapsed to his knees, spitting out bright red blood. She grabbed his head and pulled him up. Since you no longer have arms or legs, I'll show you some sympathy. No, I must take your head as well, that's only right. That way, you can't spout nonsense anymore. No more calling me an old woman. Farewell, old man. Having dealt with our protagonist, she returned to her youthful, vibrant form. Even in the afterlife, I want you to crawl like an insect. Was this tragic scene the end of my Chun Hajin? At that moment, my life felt like a dream. I wanted to live a normal life once, to live like a human being. Was it so difficult? If heaven gave me another chance to be human. Scene change, the heavenly demon divine cult's main sanctuary. A young man lay sprawled on a bed, his breathing weak. His calloused hands slowly moved. The young man suddenly opened his eyes wide. This body felt lifeless. This is the main headquarters of the heavenly demon divine cult. The undefeated, all demon subdued divine cult requests an audience with the 4th young master of the divine cult. The 4th young master held a smoking pipe. The old man continued, I'm about to check the pulse of the 3rd young master. No, Xiaoryang will die any moment now. This person's face is incredibly cunning. I understand, well done. This is beyond expectations, it will make things much easier. This is our protagonist's memory. Hajin, are you done? Finished, they're all dead. Let's rest a while, then we'll set off again, okay. But we can't rest too long, if the leader catches us. What's that in your hand? The silver-haired person is our protagonist as a child. Want to see? I'll show you. Yes. It's a wooden statue, you made it yourself. The protagonist's friend spoke. Are you tired of this life of struggle? I will definitely escape from here, no matter what. I want to spend the rest of my life wandering, free as a bird in the sky. There will be no more of this disgusting, bloody stench clinging to me. I will return to a peaceful countryside, fragrant with fresh grass. I want to go with you too. I also want to go to a countryside full of fresh grass. What? You can't, don't even dream of it. Scene change, Chun Hajin sits before a group of people he's ordered to kill. Good judgment, this is the last one of those who betrayed our righteous heavenly alliance. He woke up in fear. Was this a dream? He remembered the female demon beheading him. Where is this? This room is quite luxurious. He heard a sound approaching. Young master, this is Manhwa, the maidservant. May I enter? The girl seemed frightened. She entered, but didn't see him. Young master, where are you? At some point, Chun Hajin had appeared behind the girl, a chopstick pressed to her throat. Be silent, do you know what will happen if you dare to speak? Who are you? He asked. Are you from the martial masters? She stuttered. Young master, the maid is Manhwa. She has been the maid by your side for a long time, but are you feeling unwell somewhere? Did the two maids do something to displease you? Don't say those words to me, young master, tell me the truth. Who told you to come here? What are you saying? Who told me to come here? Haven't I always been here? After experiencing an energy deviation, you've been in a coma here for 6 months, you only woke up 2 days ago. He was stunned. What the hell, a coma after an energy deviation? I was clearly killed by that succubus. Hey, don't lie to me, girl, tell me the truth. Young master, I'm telling the truth, I was just preparing a simple meal for you after you woke up. He looked in a nearby mirror and gasped, so young. What, this young face, could it be me? But that's definitely not a dream. How did I end up in the body of this so-called young master? Reincarnation. Or did I transmigrate? How is this possible? The maid looked bewildered. Young master, what's wrong? So, where am I? He stood by the window. He looked through the slightly open door of his room. This place, it's like Murim. 2 more people are coming. What the hell are those things? The 2 men arrived. The one in white was the same man who was with the 4th young master earlier. And who is this old man? He stares at our protagonist without blinking. He broke out in a sweat. Who are you? Suddenly, the old man knelt down with a loud thud, almost cracking the ground, and shouted. The divine cult, invincible, 10,000 demons submit. Congratulations, 3rd young master, on your recovery. He was shocked and bewildered. The divine cult, what the hell? Scene change, a dimly lit but luxurious room, someone enters. Above, a person sits majestically. The divine cult, invincible, 10,000 demons submit. Great protector of the divine cult, Mudam, requests an audience with the liege. Before him is the liege of the heavenly demon divine cult. What brings you to me at this hour? I have something to report, liege, speak quickly. Liege, the 3rd young master has awakened. The 3rd one, yes, liege, but he's lost all his martial arts skills from lying in bed for so long. Then, how will you handle the 3rd young master, liege? He ponders. The liege slams his hand on the armrest. Great protector. The liege's aura spreads, causing the room's air to expand and heat up by several dozen degrees. The candles that were lit moments ago all burn out. Liege, tell your humble servant what to do. Until I finish my seclusion in 3 months, you need not report anything further. Yes, liege, I understand. I wish you success, liege, your humble servant sincerely hopes. Speaking of the heavenly demon divine cult, it's called the millennial demonic cult, the strongest and oldest power on the demonic path. It's undoubtedly the most powerful, and its very existence is a symbol of chaos, keeping all of Murim on edge. In terms of sheer numbers, the heavenly demon divine cult still holds a massive advantage. Even if the righteous heavenly alliance and the martial masters formed an alliance, they couldn't compare. The righteous heavenly alliance, the martial masters, and the heavenly demon divine cult are known as the 3 powers of the world. Of these, the heavenly demon divine cult is considered more dangerous than war or plague, a terrifying force, the worst demonic organization in history. But, how did I end up here? Did I really receive a new life? But, why a demonic cult? No, calm down, I need to assess the situation and plan for the future. That night, our protagonist, Chun Ha-jin, began his investigation. As expected, this body is still a bit too much for me when using the stealth technique. At this time, 2 patrolling soldiers passed by and gossiped. Do you know the news? The third most powerful young master among the 7 disciples of the demonic cult has awakened, the bloody battle has begun again, be careful, don't get caught up in it and become a sacrificial pawn. It was truly a miracle. It took the third young master half a year to wake up after experiencing energy deviation. Furthermore, he had lost all his martial arts. If he woke up and still had his martial arts, he would certainly live up to the nickname of the third young master's demon. If that demon woke up, it would dry up the blood of many people. Didn't I say that I absolutely should not mention the third young master? Don't you want to live anymore? This third son I've been reincarnated into is truly a villain, and this demon moniker, what kind of monstrous life did he live? Anyway, this place is definitely the demonic cult. And if I want to leave, I need a concrete plan. Although I only used the concealment technique for an hour, it exceeded this body's limits. Actually, being alive is already fortunate. This body, it's equivalent to that of an 80-year-old woman. First, I need to restore this body to its best condition. So he sat down, calmed himself, and recalled the cultivation methods he had practiced in his previous life. The meridians along his body gradually opened, absorbing vital energy. All his meridians and 8 extraordinary meridians were in disarray. These withered and decaying meridians, I absolutely must make them disappear. Xiaoryang closed his eyes and muttered a few phrases. After he began cultivating, the room's temperature rose. The air became extremely humid. Using the boundless technique, all the stagnant energy in his body would be expelled. A stream of energy shot out from his body. In my previous life, I studied the martial arts of 9 schools and created the boundless technique. For those without any backing, the boundless technique is their lifeline. He began practicing the boundless technique he had created in his previous life. It's been several days now, I've achieved my initial goal. Anyway, this place is unnervingly quiet. Quite a bit of time has passed since I awoke in this body. Besides that physician, no one has come. Your health is recovering incredibly quickly. Please take care of yourself until your next checkup. The maid brought in the medicine, trembling with fear. Young master, your medicine. So afraid of me, this guy has the nickname demon, doesn't he? No mistake, he's definitely a heartless villain. Until I understand this place better, I can't rush. 3 months have passed since my reincarnation. It's creepy, 3 months have passed, and nothing unusual has happened. Yes, not only did he not die, but he recovered incredibly quickly. Didn't you say that the stronger the demonic energy residue, the more dangerous it is? That's true, but the third son is truly strange. Xiaoryang, that name. He always exceeds my expectations. This person is the 4th son of the heavenly demon divine cult, Hong Yuemun. What will you do now, young master? When will Rin arrive? According to the letter, noon tomorrow. It's been half a year since he returned, hasn't it? Yes, that's right. Then something interesting is about to happen. Keep a close watch and report back to me. Understood, my lord. Scene change, our protagonist's location. He's diligently training every day to regain his physical condition. He's no longer the skeleton he once was. His muscles have become much firmer. The ground cracked from the force of his impact. He focused his energy, and the surrounding chi concentrated in his palm. He threw a punch into the air. The room trembled slightly after his punch. He clenched his fist, his 8-pack abs were taut, his body drenched in sweat. His entire room seemed to be in ruins after months of training. It's probably enough now. Over the past 3 months, I've trained hard to regain my normal physique from that beggar-like state. The stagnant chi and demonic energy in my body have also disappeared without a trace. The maid brought him his medicine. Medicine, give it to me. He drank the whole bowl in one gulp. Suddenly, his eyes widened in horror. There were blood parasites in the medicine. The bowl of medicine fell to the ground and shattered. Chun Ha-jin, you really can escape from the righteous heavenly alliance. You are arrogant. I have trained you to become the world's #1 assassin, and yet you dare to betray me. Before his eyes appeared the image of the alliance leader, the righteous heavenly alliance. He was afraid. Even in death, you cannot escape the righteous heavenly alliance. The image of the blood parasite resurfaced in his mind. It's still in me. The servant's voice pulled him back to the present. Young master, young master. Are you alright, young master? So it was just a hallucination. Excuse me, young master, I'll withdraw, go. To live a new life, the life I've always longed for. I'm truly free. He began to undress and wash. Just then, someone arrived. Is anyone inside? Yes, sir, the young master is inside, but... What? People from the demonic cult. Wait, let me report this to the young master first, *a slap. Then, the person kicked the door open. It was a woman. He hadn't seen her in a long time. He looked at her blankly. That's not right. Chun Hajin was looking at the maid. The woman had slapped her, leaving a red mark on her cheek. Who is she? I've never seen this woman before. Their eyes met, locked in an intense gaze. She entered and said, "You're doing better than I expected." He looked at her and thought, what's going on here? Chun Hajin, think of a way to get out of here. Are you just going to stand there? I'd like a cup of tea. In situations like this, you should run first. I have urgent business. Excuse me, I can't receive guests. Third young master, where are you going? She blocked him. Two imposing figures appeared before him, blocking his path. Two large, bearded men blocked his way. There's nowhere to run now, kid. Let's talk for a bit, third young master, shall we? I wonder how long this will take. Just block anyone who tries to enter. As soon as he finished speaking, the door slammed shut. Please have a seat, third young master, I have something to discuss with you. He slowly turned around. My body has just recovered. I haven't even bathed yet. Wait while I change my clothes. Alright, that's fine, I'll wait here. I hope you won't think of anything else. He looked at her and thought, this woman is clearly no ordinary person. He resigned himself to the situation. Manhwa, the maid, followed him to change his clothes. As you command, young master. Once inside, he asked the maid, who was that woman? This surprised her. After I experienced energy deviation, I couldn't remember much when I woke up. So that's it, young master, don't die. Why would I die? I haven't been alive for long. Young master, her name is Hong Yiren. She's an exceptionally talented and strong disciple, skilled in handling matters, and a female hero recognized by the demonic path Murim. She's the sister of the fourth young master. That's correct, young master. Why did she come to me? What does she have to do with me? I truly don't know. But they usually meet more than twice a month, and they stand and talk in very strange positions. It seems their relationship is anything but ordinary. Alright, thank you for letting me know. Are you alright? Your face is swollen. But it's okay, it's just a small bruise, it'll heal quickly. Oh, yes, she was stunned. This was the first time the third young master had spoken to her like this. Young master, have you lost your mind? The third young master of the past was extremely fierce. He entered the room. I'm being impolite. It's alright, it's alright. You came to see me, what is it? She looked at him blankly, a little strangely. She thought, this gentle attitude is completely different from his previous demeanor. The coldness in his eyes is gone. It seems that his martial arts were truly damaged after experiencing energy deviation. She spoke, third young master, there's nothing more to hide between us. We both know everything about each other, so I'll be blunt. This is our handwritten contract. Do you still remember this? The person who cancels the contract before or causes the contract to be cancelled shall have to pay compensation 3 times the value. The value of the elixirs I've invested in you so far is nearly 1 gold niang, plus additional funds. In total, it's slightly over 1,000 yang. Considering our relationship, I'll waive the odd amount. Take the contract and think about the elixirs and the support money. I actually received support money and elixirs from the fourth young master's sister. She's my rival, Xiaoryang. I wonder what she's thinking. You owe me 6,000 gold niangs. Pay me back. If you're in a difficult situation, you can write an IOU for later payment. Thanks to Xiaoryang's secret energy deviation, she pretended to be the victim, destroyed the contract, and reclaimed her investment. This woman planned to raise warhorses to enjoy future wealth and glory. But now that the horse is sick, she runs away. These young people are already engaging in such wicked schemes. Alright, I'll write an IOU, she thinks to herself. Oh, it's that easy. Manhwa, prepare ink and brush. Yes, young master. So, doing bad things is fine, then it's none of my business. Let's do as she wants first, I'll leave anyway. The third young master can just write an IOU. He was always naive, but now he's even more foolish than before. If so, then. She speaks up. Third young master, I have one more thing. If you can't repay this debt, you must obey my commands like a loyal dog. Want to command me like a dog? You're starting to annoy me. This brat has touched my sore spot. Is that all? This contract will be voided when I receive the full amount. Until then, please maintain the integrity of someone holding a contract. She glances at our male protagonist and prepares to leave. She talks about integrity. She wants me to maintain the integrity of this tattered contract. What did you say? He orders the maid, go outside and call the guards here for me. Yes, sir. Young master, why are you calling the guards? The guards enter and bow. Third young master, you summoned us, what is it? Prepare my carriage, I have business to attend to now. Third young master, forgive my audacity, but your current health. I'm going to see the liege now. Quickly prepare the carriage and report to the liege's palace that the third young master is arriving to pay his respects to his master. Hearing he's going to see the liege makes her eyes widen. By order, I will report to the demon god palace immediately. The young master's carriage will be prepared after permission is granted. She panics. Third young master. What's wrong? Why report this to the liege? Let's go to the liege's palace and see if this IOU is acceptable. Third young master, are you trying to get us both killed? What do you want the liege to know? Need I ask? Of course, everything. But if the liege learns about this transaction, you won't be able to rest easy. You're right, if I knew about this, I'd be terrified. I'm just a disabled martial artist. I might be expelled from the demonic cult. But what about your family if they're expelled? Everyone knows how great your family is, so it's clear, I might be expelled, but you could be imprisoned at the slightest mistake. And if the crime is committed by a daughter, the Gyeoksa family will fall because of you. Hearing this, she panics, her face turning ashen. Alright, I'll go first, I still need to take a walk. Third young master, wait. Don't you want power? Power with this body, that's ridiculous. Hey, didn't you come here knowing I have no hope? Let's meet at the patriarch's palace. She's furious, trembling. What should I do now? She says. Chun Hajin has gotten what he wants, stop it. Tell me, what should I do? What must I do so you won't report this to the liege? He holds up the IOU. Tear up this contract, rip it to shreds yourself. The carriage carrying our male protagonist to meet the liege has departed. There is a man shaving his hair here. Being served attentively from A to Z, that person is none other than Liege of Heavenly Demon Divine Cult. Congratulations on the Liege's great success. The Liege always drinks a certain type of alcohol. You say that third person wants to meet me. Yes, sir, my subordinate has just sent the carriage token to the third young master, he should arrive in about 2 moments. Great protector, I humbly address the liege. The liege fills a bowl with alcohol. The great protector remains kneeling, head bowed, awaiting orders. He drinks the bowl of alcohol completely. This third person, you shall teach him the judge of the demonic hall. This statement astonished the great protector, the judge of the demonic hall. The liege calmly fills another bowl with alcohol. This subordinate obeys the liege's orders. Afterward, the great protector departs. I've been cultivating for a while, and it's already winter. Where our male protagonist is, the plants are leafless. The weather is too cold, I still haven't adapted to the chi surging into my body through this meridian. In just a few days, the damaged acupuncture points have recovered another level, and it's not just the acupuncture points. Despite only using medicine and acupuncture, the recovery speed is incredibly astonishing. He looks at Chun Hajin with a dumbfounded expression. What's that? What does that look mean? He thought to himself. Realizing he was being excessive, he bowed his head and apologized. Young master, please forgive my rudeness, but your recovery ability truly astounds me. He fell silent, pondering something. Young master, I believe acupuncture treatment is no longer necessary. Instead, I will use highly nutritious foods and the supreme healing potion to aid your recovery. I understand, but I have a question, please, ask away. This supreme healing potion you speak of, what is it? I've never heard of it. Reporting to the young master, the supreme healing potion is a type of nutritious herbal medicine. It has the ability to nourish the blood and chi. This medicine was also created by those within the sect, and it's only used for those of high rank within the sect. It can nourish blood and chi, even if it's nutritious, it's still just medicine. If the medicine were truly effective, I would have recovered much faster than I have. The physician bowed. In 2 days, I shall return. I hope for the young master's swift recovery. He felt listless. This place is so damp. He opened the door, looked outside, and thought to himself, the liege of the demonic cult. Am I really going to meet that person? What kind of person are they? Speaking of the liege of the heavenly demon divine cult, in world, no one isn't curious about the heavenly demon. At the time, the enemy of all of Murim, but there's no other way, as this person is the strongest among all the lieges of the heavenly demon divine cult. Although this person has never shown their strength publicly, they are always mentioned as the strongest contender for the position of the number 1 under heaven. I'm here, yet I know nothing about the heavenly demon divine cult. If I leave now, I'll be in mortal danger. Should I be more cautious? But I can't stand the thought of being born again only to become that person's dog again. Damn it, just thinking about it makes me furious and tremble. Hong Yoren presented an utterly unreasonable contract. While tearing his hair out in frustration, someone announced, "Young master, there's been contact from the demon god palace. The token is ready, young master, please prepare to enter the palace." It's come to this, I can only confront them head-on. Chun Hajin pushes open the door and steps out. The carriage begins to depart. After an unknown amount of time, he finally arrives at the place to meet the liege. "Third young master, the liege invites you to the demonic judgment pavilion, please follow the attendants." Before Chun Hajin stands a towering mountain with a staircase leading up. The demonic judgment pavilion, what in the world is that? Somewhere on top of the rock there is a pavilion. Above liege is sitting drinking wine. The wine is exceptionally sweet today. Chun Hajin was led up the steps by a servant. Indeed, it was the demonic cult's main lair, and he looked left and right. The security here was incredibly tight, feeling exactly like being trapped in the net of heaven and earth by the righteous heavenly alliance and martial masters in my past life. Numerous experts surrounded the area, observing even the slightest movement. Even a mosquito would struggle to pass unnoticed. Experts surrounded everywhere, a true dragon's and tiger's den, where a single mistake meant certain death. He led him to a door set into the cliff face. This is it, Chun Hajin was bewildered. This is the demonic judgment pavilion. It doesn't look like a rest pavilion. What's so special about it? He forcefully pushed open the door. No, I absolutely cannot let them see my surprise. I must act as if I know everything. Whether I can escape this demonic cult depends on every action I take. What Chun Hanjin you have to focus on, that is liege of demonic cult. Stepping through the stone door, a scene unfolded before his eyes that left him speechless in astonishment. A paradise-like scene, lush trees, vibrant flowers and leaves. What's going on? It's clearly winter outside. But here, it's spring. Strange, am I dreaming? He rubbed his eyes, unable to believe it. No way, if this is true, then this is some kind of illusion. That must be it. It's clearly a cold winter outside. This can't be real. This is the place I wanted to live after retiring from the world. It's exactly as I imagined. But how can everything in this illusion be so realistic? A sudden voice startled him. Come here. Suddenly from afar a pavilion appeared. I didn't see any pavilion here just now. That person is liege. He then approached as the liege instructed. Wherever his left foot landed, flowers, plants, and grass bloomed luxuriantly. When his right foot touched down, they withered and died. He walked as if by instinct, not of his own volition. His mind was also captivated. Liege thought to himself, one step contains life, the other step is death. This third child is much more interesting than I thought. My killing instinct is awakening. This place is extremely dangerous. He clenched his fists. I have to go. There's no turning back. If I want to leave the demonic cult and start a new life, I absolutely must meet the liege. Finally, I stand before the demon god, the one who has been crowned the heavenly demon 9 times in history. He stood before him, drenched in sweat. That was the demonic cult's liege, Li Chansang. He held a wine cup in his hand. Third young master, you've arrived. My lord, what are you thinking? Is something the matter? He remained silent. The atmosphere grew heavy. I apologize, my lord, I spoke out of turn. By the liege's order, only 2 people have ever entered this place before. The first was when the liege took his first disciple. A matter of 25 years ago. The first disciple, you mean? The eldest young master, wasn't that 20 years ago? My lord, does that mean the liege has another disciple? That is correct, and those disciples, unknown to you and most others, died within this phantom demon pavilion. His body, it was as if it had been devoured by wild beasts, his entire body was torn to shreds. Yes, Sir Liege. If he wanted to kill that person, why would he call that person here? So, who is the other person you mentioned, my liege? That's the general strategist. He holds the supreme power and governs all matters of this cult. He's the only man in this cult who rose to a position second to none through intellect alone, not martial prowess. He was also the second person to enter the judgment hall. So, that person. Yes, that person walked out of the judgment hall unscathed. And today marks the third time the judgment hall has been opened. Will the third young master return alive? Scene change. Inside the judgment hall, Chun Hajin clasped his hands and bowed before him. I calmly held the wine flask, saying nothing. The divine cult, the invincible god-demon, respectfully greets my liege. All right, you may rise. He looked at the man. Is this liege Li Chansang? Completely different from the emperor, the grand master of the demonic path, that I imagined. His words lacked any imposing aura, yet he exuded an awe-inspiring majesty. Like Mount Tai, even the 10 great masters would feel its terrifying presence. The world's #1 martial god is before me. Why doesn't such a powerful person roam the world? What? Just his aura sent shivers down my spine. Snap out of it, Chun Hajin, where's the pride of a 10 great master? He remained silent, filling a wine cup. Take this. Thank you, my liege, for the wine. This wine is exquisite. It's been a long time since I've tasted such fine liquor. It was so good, I drank it all in one go. What do you want to see me for? Chun Hajin's eyes widened. State your reason. Is this person always this cold? Is this really how their master-disciple relationship is? In any case, my liege of the demonic cult isn't one for idle chatter. Don't beat around the bush, get straight to the point. My liege, I have a request. A request? What is it? He hesitated. I want to. What are you hesitating for, Chun Hajin? You were one of the 10 great masters. Why are you stammering like this? My liege, may I leave the demonic cult? No, that's not it. I'll be beheaded if I say that. I just wanted to ask for permission to go out for some fresh air. He still hadn't reacted to the request. You just said you wanted to leave the demonic cult, didn't you? Yes, my liege. What? Honesty is better. Why am I always telling the truth? Pour me some wine. I'm going crazy. I can't read his expression at all. I truly can't guess what he's thinking. It's too vague. You want to go out for a while, is that it? If not, then you must want to sever ties with this cult. He reached for the wine cup. Are you dissatisfied with your position as my disciple? No, I didn't mean that at all. Then it's because of your condition, you want to give up. Chun Hajin thought to himself, in the end, this is all you are capable of. I didn't mean that at all. Li Chansang looked disappointed. My liege, that's not it. I don't want to sever ties with the cult. My body has only recently recovered, and I've lost all my martial arts skills. He made up a story. It's been really difficult. I've tried my best, but it hasn't been easy, so I thought a change of scenery might help. This time, I came to ask for your permission. That's the truth. Okay, very reasonable. Li Chansang slammed the wine bowl on the table. He was scared to death. You came to see me only to ask permission for this. He bowed his head. Yes, sir, he said, but his heart was filled with anxiety. I thought too simply, on second thought, this is absurd, going to the liege of the heavenly demon divine cult just to ask for permission to go outside for some fresh air. He continued, is that all? Sweat poured down his face. This isn't the time to think about anything else, Chun Hajin, think of something to say. It's also because it's been a long time since I've seen my master, and I wanted to see him. The liege seemed surprised by this statement and looked at him. As for Chun Hajin, this reason was quite reasonable. He continued, even though I came here in this state, without my martial arts, shouldn't I still uphold my duty as a disciple? I can't repay all the kindness you've shown me, and I can't even properly greet you, which makes me feel incredibly uncomfortable. The wine cup in his hands suddenly turned to dust. Chun Hajin froze. The cup had turned into fine powder. My duty as a disciple. Yes, sir. He stood up, clenching his fist. He was so tall, I didn't expect him to be this tall. The two of them stood facing each other. If you knew your place, you wouldn't appear before me in this state. You've been awake for 4 months now, haven't you? He said this state. Could it be that he knows this body isn't Xiaoyang? It felt like he could see right through me. He became wary. How am I supposed to explain this? Unexpectedly, the man turned his back. He didn't know if he had been discovered or not. But his words just now seemed resentful. A disciple who survives an energy deviation and then goes to see their master immediately after regaining consciousness, not knowing their place. This is strange. Why is this considered not knowing one's place? He stood looking down at the heavenly demon divine cult. His hands seemed to possess some strange power. A plume of black smoke rose like dust, the same as the cup earlier. All right, I'll send someone in 3 days. Go home now. This left him dumbfounded. So that's it. What about my request? Saying I can go outside, is that an agreement or a refusal? Can I go out freely or not? At least give me a clear answer. This old man is infuriating. The green fields and clear sky of the demonic judgment pavilion, it's a sight I haven't seen in a long time. As Chun Hajin left, the sky and the scenery gradually became gloomy again. That night, in Li Chansang's demonic palace, he was drinking again. You drink, this is a reward for your efforts recently. Thank you for the reward, liege. He drank it in one gulp. Anything new with the third one lately? Nothing. The young master's body is gradually recovering at his residence. Is that all? Yes, sir, that's all. That's quite good then. 10 years ago, I thought it was a weapon, so I picked it up. At the time, it was just a venomous snake. I was very disappointed. But today, when I met it, it greeted me of its own accord. Instead of fleeing, it understood. There aren't many people like that who understand death's door. This statement surprised him. You must know that the demonic judgment pavilion is a place of discernment. The liege, with the formation there, discerns people who are led there. The demonic judgment pavilion will reveal the heart of the person who enters it. Naturally, that person's state also unconsciously affects the surrounding area. Suppose the liege is displeased with someone entering the demonic judgment pavilion. At that very moment, the demonic judgment pavilion's formation will immediately attack that person according to the liege's will. If the liege wishes to kill that person, they will be executed in an extremely brutal manner. That's the formation to see the inside of a person, a formation at the highest realm. Only the liege can open it. All right, is the care at the bamboo grove good? Yes, sir. Every 2 days, my subordinates will send 2 people from the protectorate to care for them there. A few months ago, there were an average of 5 deaths per month, but thankfully, in the last 4 months, there have been no deaths. Good, you temporarily let the protector's people withdraw. You bring the 3rd child to the bamboo forest. He was surprised again, for the 2nd time. They said to send the young master to bamboo grove. He sat watching the snake bite and devour the mouse. Yes, send it there. That's a suitable place for enjoying the breeze. And this is bamboo grove. These eyes, they must belong to demonic beasts. There are even 2-headed lizards. Chun Hajin arrived at bamboo grove the next day. He was helpless. This demonic cult liege is like a pervert. I asked for help, so why are you throwing me into such a desolate, demonic place? What did I do? Who would throw me into a place like this? He was furious. He yelled, Liege, you despicable thing. What? This is a suitable place for enjoying the breeze. You vile, wretched, petty thing. Suddenly, someone appeared behind him and said, Young master, your furious words are very dangerous. What are you doing here? Hajin asked. The tall young man said, the young master's insults and curses are enough to warrant imprisonment. There are no exceptions, even for young masters or young misses. He defended himself. Blonde hair, you must listen, that wasn't cursing or insulting, understand. Then what was it? If I misunderstood, please forgive me, young master. He spoke while standing at attention like a soldier. What is this? He is a member of the royal family, so why can't he even humiliate other people behind their backs? That's true, this dark demonic cult is far more dangerous than the royal family. The liege is not only like royalty but also a god's incarnation. Alright, I won't scare you anymore. You're from the protectorate's palace. Yes, that's right. Having said that, he clasped his hands in a bow. His muscles were bulging. His legs were wide and firm. Captain of the 3rd squad of the Court of Elders, it's an honor for 3 generations of my family to be entrusted by the liege with protecting you, the most precious person of our sect. He's my personal guard, and an honor, too. Just stay away from me, he thought. Secretly, he looked at him. Was he always closing his eyes, or were his eyes just small? Young master, I will sacrifice my life to protect you at any cost. No, no, don't say anything, don't sacrifice anything, it's better not to. Scene change, Chun Hajin's residence in Bamboo Grove. A large fence is being completed. He sat looking at the scenery. It's quite beautiful here. But in the end, there's only one answer. I can't get out of here. Even if I use chi recklessly, I can't get out. He banged his head. I hate this demonic cult. I just want to get out. Why are they keeping me here? But yes, nothing is easy from the start. I shouldn't waste time with these thoughts. Why did I force myself to leave the demonic cult from the beginning? Was it because I felt unhappy? From the moment I discovered this body was the third young master of the heavenly demon divine cult, I instinctively felt miserable. I'll definitely leave someday, but not now. If that's the case, I have no choice but to accept this and live as the true third young master of the demonic cult. But if I want to live in this body, I need strength. I must become stronger. Right now, I'm in the heavenly demon divine cult, a place that worships strength above all else. It reveres strength more than any other power in Murim. Waiting to be expelled isn't a good idea. In the end, whether I live or die, I must follow the path of martial arts to prove myself. I won't use any tricks anymore. I will proudly escape from here with my own strength, definitely, with my own strength. Young master, what are you doing? Ah, what? Chun Hajin screamed in surprise. The food is ready, young master, come and eat. You scared me, you know. I told you not to disturb me. I know, but young master, we've been here for 2 days, you haven't even eaten or drunk anything. I'm worried about your health, so I couldn't stay still. Even so, you really have to appear with that look. Be more careful, Ma Dongpil. Obey the young master. He looked at him and thought to himself, this guy doesn't seem to be very smart. Is it possible that all people in the demonic cult are like this? Today is the 3rd day Chun Hajin entered the bamboo forest where he was meditating. First, this is the first time I'm correcting this disordered mind and body using the boundless technique. His body emanated a green aura. He felt that the boundless technique's energy flow was different this time. The body's cultivation level is actually at the 3rd stage. Speaking of the boundless technique, it has 5 stages, from 1 to 5. In my past life, even as the top assassin, I only reached the 4th stage. With this boundless technique, the combination of martial arts and the body is more important than the cultivation level. Many bodies, exhausted after experiencing energy deviation, have reached the 3rd stage, should strive to reach the 4th stage. Could this third young master be a genius? Besides the boundless technique, the essence true chi also operates very naturally. The essence true chi is a technique that removes impurities from the surrounding air and allows the body to absorb its essence, making the surrounding air purer. Impurities in the body are compressed and transformed into chi. If the surrounding air becomes purer, the effectiveness of internal martial arts will double, leading to rapid progress. If this continues, I will definitely be able to quickly regain my martial arts skills as before. If so, let's break through to the 4th stage. His body reached the limit of the 3rd stage and began to break through. With a whoosh, a pillar of heaven-piercing energy light shot up from the bamboo forest. It's now the 5th day in the bamboo forest, and he has successfully broken through to the 4th stage of the boundless technique. Alright, my body has become much healthier. My internal organs and acupoints have become much healthier and more active than they should be at this age. The life in the bamboo forest, which I worried about, has unexpectedly become more favorable than ever. My hair has also become much darker. This is correct. If immersed in the mind of the great demon, the hair will become lighter. Moreover, I find the food much more delicious. Dongpil's cooking skills are quite good. The feeling of cutting bamboo to make a fence is also very good, but I did it in my sleep, guys. And now, I can also use the abilities I had in my past life. The time I received the title of Assassin King in my past life was also when I received the superhuman senses of an assassin. Every second, every minute, standing between life and death, awakened some of my innate talents. As an assassin, to survive, I accumulated a lot of experience and abilities that amplified those superhuman senses. This skill is called the Heavenly Net 6 Power Technique. First style, Super Senses. He can perceive the surrounding movements thanks to this skill. His 5 senses become sharper than any animal's. Without using his eyes, he can still perceive his surroundings vividly. He smiled, just 5 days of seclusion, and I've achieved so much. But I hate how well I'm adapting to this environment, just like in my past life. Young master, what is it? He jumped. The food is ready, let's go eat. Hey, you've been hiding there the whole time, haven't you? Why didn't I see you? You're still using this method to call me, use a different one. Yes, subordinate obeys the order. He's pretending to be stupid to tease me, right? Why is there someone like this? A large black bird appeared in the sky. Evening was approaching. Young master, in this place, when the sun sets, the monsters become much more active. We should really go back quickly. So the two of them started heading back to their shelter. Currently, I've grasped the fundamentals of martial arts. With this extremely talented body, if I can incorporate what I learned in my past life, I'm sure I'll become much stronger in a short time. At this time, Dongpil seemed to sense something. Behind the large bamboo trees, eyes and aura emanated. It's a precious beast. He was terrified and turned to look, on guard. After that, Chun Hajin diligently trained every day. Remembering the boundless technique he had comprehended in his past life, his body techniques partially recovered. Let's use mobility arts and see how much I've improved. He jumped and flew a considerable distance with surprising speed. The two martial arts he learned in his past life had partially recovered. First, the boundless technique helps restore chi, blood vessels, and increase body techniques. Second, the heavenly net 6 power technique enhances his superhuman senses. I still need to recover one more thing, the dark shadow chi within the essence 6 true chi. He leaped from one bamboo tree to another like a squirrel. With these 3 martial arts, I can be strong again in no time. He leaped out of the leaves. The task now is to cultivate these 3 techniques to their limits. Then, the world will be the place where I roam, without rivals. Wait a minute, what if I cultivate the dark shadow chi here? This place is the heavenly demon divine cult, the domain of the heavenly demon cult. I wonder what kind of demonic cultivation he practices as his main method. I'm actually quite curious about this. You're sitting on the tree bouncing up and down. Back to his place back home. Where is that ghost Dongpil? The sentence had barely left my mouth when he appeared with a bang. Young master, you called. Wow, you appeared fast. I have something to ask you. Yes, young master, please proceed. Among my senior brothers, has anyone cultivated demonic arts? Well, not exactly. What I mean is, has anyone mastered a top-tier demoic art? Dongpil stood there dumbfounded, not understanding what he meant. My subordinate doesn't understand, young master, please forgive my incompetence. He thought, he doesn't know, meaning no one has cultivated demoic art. I don't mean anything by it, I'm just curious. For example, if I hadn't mastered demonic arts, what would the outcome be? In the demonic cult, it would be quite unreasonable for the young master not to master demonic arts. As for the other subordinates, I'm not sure, but if the young miss and the young master don't master demonic arts, the liege will certainly not let it pass. He paid close attention. Dongpil has subordinates. Go to the scripture pavilion and help me. He looked puzzled. What for, young master? Just tell them it's my order. When you return, bring all the martial arts techniques of the heavenly demon divine cult back here for me. He seemed to have a plan. Scene changed to the scripture pavilion. Secret manuals on demonic arts. The young master sent you here. Yes, that's what the young master instructed. What's this? Doesn't the young master already master all these demonic arts, or does he want to research and create something new from the cult's martial arts? Ma Dongpil seemed to want to say something. Excuse me, sir, may I ask a question? Because I serve the young master day and night, I have something I need to ask you to be certain. I wonder, after the third young master experienced the energy deviation and woke up, is his memory still clear, or has it changed from before? Hearing this question, he thought to himself, how would I know? Before, the third young master was a martial arts genius, truly proficient in the cult's martial arts, but he was also selfish and arrogant, looking down on everyone. But after the energy deviation, his personality changed completely. Even the maidservant beside him noticed it. And then there's his relaxed and leisurely demeanor when he leaves the demonic judgment hall. Now Ma Dongpil is asking me this question too. Alright, I understand what you're asking, but don't overthink it. Just remember, the person you're protecting is extremely important to the cult. This person may one day hold the fate of our heavenly demon divine cult in their hands. You don't need to overthink their actions or words. You just need to focus on protecting the third young master, do you understand, he said, taking something out from his person. Take this key. This key is. You probably know the rule, you only have 4 days to retrieve the manuals, bring all the advanced demonic arts techniques to the young master, but mix in some common ones as well. Oh, and one more thing. Have you told the young master about the ancient bamboo forest? No, sir, I plan to tell him today. Hey, don't you know how dangerous the ancient bamboo forest is? You have to tell the young master immediately. Remember, protect the young master carefully from now on. Yes, sir, alright, go. I really don't understand the liege's intentions. Why would he send the third young master to such a dangerous place like the ancient bamboo forest? Speaking of the ancient bamboo forest, it's an extremely dangerous place, even for the cult's masters. It has always been incredibly dangerous, both in the past and now. Although cultivation there accelerates progress, it's also the burial ground for countless masters of the cult over thousands of years. It's a place of great peril. It grants opportunities to those who are lucky enough. But without luck, touching it only leads to death. I don't understand. The liege has tested the third young master twice recently. I really don't know if he'll be lucky this time in the ancient bamboo forest. I truly hope the young master can overcome this. Back to the ancient bamboo forest. It's late at night. Ma Dongpil brought back 17 martial arts manuals in total. So many martial arts secrets. Yes, there are many more in the scripture pavilion, but these are the most advanced. What, you say there are more? If I have to cultivate all of these, I'll be old by the time I'm done. Wait, if I only consider demonic arts as martial arts below demoic art, it will only be more difficult to cultivate. Let me try my best to cultivate them and see what happens. Sir, I have something to say. Say what you want. Of these 17 martial arts manuals, 3 must be returned to the library within 3 days. 3 days, why must they be returned? Because these 3 are crucial martial arts among the 10 demon arts, and only the eldest, second, and third young masters are allowed to learn them. Dongpil thought to himself, the 10 demon arts are renowned throughout the world. Mastering even one secret technique is enough to dominate the world. Everyone in the sect knows this, yet the third young master. What's wrong? Why are you staring at me like that? I apologize for my rudeness, my lord. The third young master is so different from before, it took me by surprise. But, third young master, did you lose your memories after you woke up? Chun Hajin stared at him. Then he put the mystery book on this table. Listen, after I woke up, I truly don't understand why I've forgotten all my previous martial arts. My spirit and body have been affected, so I'm a bit different. Being sent to this ancient bamboo forest only fuels my anger. Right now, I only feel despair. Therefore, I must recultivate these martial arts, so you need to help me. You're the only person I trust and rely on now. I need to cultivate and heal my wounds simultaneously. Dongpil's face crumpled with emotion. Yes, I understand. My lord, even if I die, I will follow you to the end. Oh my god, a sudden surge of power made me dizzy. That night the mice shouldered the animals and went everywhere outside the house. These rats are most active on full moon nights, but the fence seems sturdy enough, so I'm somewhat relieved. Even though this is the safest place in the ancient bamboo forest. He turned back to look at Chun Hajin's room. He was still studying the martial arts manuals. The young master is diligently studying martial arts. I need to protect him and prevent any distractions. I must go out early and return early, bringing the things the young master needs. He started to leave with his bag. Chun Hajin was already snoring soundly in his room from exhaustion.